Hi everybody, welcome back to Tam Predicts, and this is another reading. This is next 7 days for you. So these are the three piles. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Moonology cards, Earth Oracle cards, and energy cards. See which one are you getting attracted to. These are your messages for the next 7 days. So I'm going to start with pile number 1 without wasting much time. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Tam Predicts. I'm a psychic medium and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I'm guided by my ascended masters, my spirit guides, and also my archangels. So let's see what are the messages for you for the next 7 days if you've chosen this pile. I don't know, the messages that I get while I'm shuffling is that you're in some kind of a rush or a hurry. You know, next 7 days you want to complete something. Next 7 days it's like running time, moving time to somewhere. Sorry, I'll have to put it. So it's like a running. I get the word rush. I don't know what is the rush, what is the hurry. Uh, I mean, did you get delayed at finishing something and you've got next 7 days deadline? But I do get the word rush. Let's see what the cards are saying. Let me just clean the deck of any energies. What do you need to release next 7 days? You got to release something. Are you in a rush to release something? Do you have to release? Are you rushing to make a decision? But next 7 days is definitely important for you because it says what do you need to release. Okay, so you've been thinking about the release, you've been thinking about what to release. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be moving out of a house, or it could be negative thoughts, negative feelings, uh, I think your affirmation should be I am a positive person, or I think positive, or I'm thinking positive. So I think that's a good affirmation for you if you've chosen this. And probably negative thoughts are rushing to you. That's the whole thing. So show the world the real you. Release something. Could be not confident. I mean, any negative traits that you have, or you are worrying to show your real self, or have you been not been showing the world who you are because you're scared? Is it a stage fright, or is it just to show the world what you made of, because you like the world will think you're too sensitive, or something like that? But yes, I feel you need to put the mask off. If you're wearing a mask, or if you have to show your real self to someone, if you've been a little timid in the relationship, or you're in a job and you've not really shown who you are, like your real self, I think it's time to, sorry, I'm just cleaning the lens so you can see better. So it's time to release something and show the world who you are. I mean, the real self needs to come out before it's too late. Okay, these are guided messages. The energy is gaining momentum. I told you there's a rush for something. There is movement here. Maybe you have to release the old. It could be an old lover, job, or whatever. You have to release, let go of the thoughts, even of an ex, a job, lover, anything that's gone ex. And the energy is naturally gaining momentum because there is a rush. I'm telling you, because suddenly things will start moving. Maybe things weren't really moving for you for a long time, and you know what, you weren't in a rush. So today's color that I'm using, pointer, is orange that I picked up. So orange is good for you. Orange is also new morning. Okay, a new sunny morning, bright morning. So the energy is gaining momentum, and you need to go with the energy is what I feel. Let's see what are the messages for you. What else can I see? What are the messages for you? Look at the bigger picture. So something you're missing, maybe they show the real world, show the world the real you. Look at the bigger picture. These are guidances for you. So maybe you're looking at small things right now. You need to look at what's the bigger picture. Not really. Sometimes we get confused in the smaller details, and we do not see what the bigger picture is like. If somebody is doing small things, but you do not see that the person is taking out time especially for you, even if they don't have a minute. So it's time to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is better, is what I get. I mean, don't get lost in very small tiny things is also what I get, in a person or otherwise. I mean, see long term. Okay, the message that I get is see long term what you're going to get. That's more important right now. Don't let pride get in your way. That's also important guidance. So show the world the real you. Do not get pride in your way. I think these cards, the guides want to say that you got to be, some way look into yourself and see how can you make yourself better. That's also another guidance for you guys. Next 7 days, maybe you'll be much reflective. You'll reflect and introspect and say, okay, I can improve this much, all these things in myself. Maybe this is not right. So I think that's another message. Don't let your past hold back. Remember, we just spoke of the ex, and this is a great validation. I just said, let go of the ex and let go of the past. Whatever is past, you got to move on. So here's a card to move on. The energy is going to take you into the present. I mean, a better present and a better future is what I get next 7 days. So get ready for it. Anything that's holding you back, just give it up. You do not need that in your life. There is no use. Bring love back into the situation. So probably whatever the matter is, you need to get compassion back, your love back, in the situation. Or probably you got bored of something and you gave up an activity, or you gave up something that you love. So it's also get love back into the thing that you love. It could be, it's not just a romantic message. It's like also whatever the situation you're dealing with, get love into it, instead of hatred is what I get. So you're very close to achieving your goal naturally, because the momentum has started, and you're giving up all the negative things, and because you've given up negative things, and you are going to look at the bigger picture. So you're very close to achieving your goals. Okay, remember that. But releasing something, and look at this. Don't hold the past back. This is another big message for you. Okay, so it's time to move on. So I wanted to do a quick reading because I don't want to do long, boring readings, repeating the same thing and again, because people need quick guidances. Let's see love messages too. Why are you ignoring me? So ignoring someone, do not do that. That's what the person is asking you, that why are you ignoring me? I am worried you leave me. So that's the kind of love messages that you're getting. Could be for one person, because this is a gen reading. You are somewhere not talking to them, blocking them, not being the way you are. So they are feeling the pinch that you've changed, or you're not really talking to them, or you're not giving them time. And they are a little worried because you're behaving differently. They are worried that you're going to leave them. So I think you're going to make them a call and tell them you're not going to leave them, or whatever, if they're getting worried about something. So that was the first pile. We go on to the second pile, just going to clean the energies of the deck. Let's see what next 7 days are going to bring to you. Next 7 days, people who've chosen the pile, next 7 days, what's going to happen with you? We'll do quick messages because I know people don't have the time to keep listening. So yeah, whatever can help you is great for me. Wow, a lot of power in the next 7 days. A lot of things will change. I feel sudden changes also. Things building up, and there is a change coming for in the next 7 days. But something just like strikes like lightning. Something just could happen suddenly out of the blue. I get the word out of the blue for this. Okay. The color of the pointer color pen is orange. So yeah, orange is good. It's a new beginning, I would want to say, and it looks orange to me now. Remember when I say that things look, you start noticing things when you actually pick up the pointer pen. But something is going to change your life. Look at this. Look at the movement. Look at the power in the situation. There is power in whatever's going to happen, and it's going to happen very suddenly. Okay, like lightning. It's going to strike you. I hope it's a good thing, because yeah, it should just be a sudden movement, a sudden change, which is good for you. I get sudden realization also next 7 days. So a little vulnerable situation, because it's the situation is going to be very powerful. You'll be vulnerable. So see if you want to change, or you want to accept that change, because suddenly something might happen and you're not ready for it. Also a period when you're very sensitive. Uh, you know. um, I would say things affecting you next 7 days. You already been in this phase where you're vulnerable, and you find yourself weak. I do not know why I want to say this. I didn't want to say whatever I'm saying, but I find that you're a little weak. Your strength is like I don't know if you've given up your strength or what to fight with the situation, or you're like, I'm fed up of the situation. I do not have the power, but you will get the power again, because you've been long enough in this. This kind of energy where you're vulnerable, and people just say what they want to say, and people just treat you the way they are treating you. I just want you to say this affirmation, that I have the power. You can write it 7 times. You'll feel much better. So there are changes. See, this is emergence. This is new beginnings. This is transformation. So I think vulnerable could have been here, that you were in a vulnerable state, and you're like, I'm done. Enough of it. And you probably will change the situation yourself, because I think this was weak. This was you who was weak. But suddenly next 7 days you're like, I'm going to change the situation, and it's a powerful change. There's some powerful change happening. Okay, the message again. Sorry, we guys repeat ourselves, psychics, but yes, these guided messages are like that. So if you need to change, you need to change it yourself, and there will be a huge transformation from being vulnerable to being strong. Look at the woman. I mean, how strong is she? So there has to be a change, and you're going to bring about that change, and it's going to be very sudden. Remember, guys, I'm saying it again and again. 7 days, you have to bring about that change. Maybe you're working towards that change, and you're like, this is enough. I will not wait for anybody, okay? And nobody can, take advantage of my weak position. So yeah, you've been working upon yourself. Remember, I said the manifestation. You got to do the manifestation. Maybe you did a lot of manifestation work. You did a law of attraction work. You took a lot of classes, or you were sitting alone by yourself, and you're like, I am gathering my energy. I'm collecting my energy. I am collecting my thoughts, and I am much stronger than what I was. And this is my time. I get the word. This is my time. And probably that you have to change the situation. See, you were still, this is still, things didn't move, vulnerable, totally weak. You didn't know how to go about it, but stillness will be changed till, moving on. Look at this. I mean, you've been sitting, you've been reflecting. You've been, what should I do to change myself? You've done all your homework. What should I do to transform things? I think stillness is also somewhere with vulnerability, because nothing is moving. Look how still it is. Even the flowers are not moving. There is no wind. So situation was also not changing. Maybe it could be a love situation, where things are not changing and the person is just behaving the way he or she is, and you're like, enough of this. I got to take things in my hand. So you thought about it, you worked with law of attraction or whatever, but you're like, it's not, either it's happening or not happening, but I have to change this situation however I can. See, because you want harmony in the relationship, any kind of harmony you're looking for. It could be a family discord, it could be a job problem, but I'm going to take this end of the deck, because it's a very important card. It says breach. This is the kind of burden that was holding you back. And look at this, how you are now trying to come out of the situation. Whales are pretty heavy, they're pretty, they're very heavy, but this is coming out of the water so smoothly. So this could be holding you back. Something was holding you back, and you're making that jump, okay? Because you're going to work on everything, and you're going to bring harmony back into the situation. It could be any situation. Remember, guys, job, love, family situation, any money situation, but you're going to get that balance back. And I really get you taking matters back in your hand. Look at this, promise. There'll be new promises when it comes to love, okay? Somebody's going to promise you a better life. So I think it's a new beginning also, like I said. A new promise. Let's see what are the messages for love cards. I'm going to give you 2 love cards also. I want to take a break to think. So somebody took a break to think. Maybe that's the stillness was there when there was no harmony. Somebody took this break. You took this break. You're like, enough of the situation. I'll see if I want to go ahead with this or not. You took the control back. You had the steering wheel in the hand. For some of you, they say you're the world to me. Maybe it's a new promise. I feel for some of you it could be new love, because I feel these are new promises. Look at this new moon. I'm going to take the word new from here. These are new promises. So someone really means the world to you. This is, exactly going like this, and or someone, has just come into your life, or you just committed to someone. It's also harmony. It's going to be a beautiful relationship if you've just started your relationship, okay? That's what I feel. And for some of you, if the relationship hasn't been good or whatever, you're going to make a decision now, because I get the words enough of it. That's what I get. So those were quick next 7 days messages. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do put in the comment section if they're really, it means something to you, or your situation is pretty much the same and it helps you. So if you've chosen the 3rd pile, next 7 days messages. Sorry for the laptop noise, it's hot here and that's what happens. But I just want the messages to go through to you. I just don't do fancy stuff, I just want the messages to reach you, because somewhere it could just help someone. So remember that. Let's see, next 7. I saw the patience card and I can't ignore it. Sometimes we cannot ignore the cards, because they mean there is a story. So you need patience the next 7 days, because something is on its way to heal, or is healing is what I get. I'm using the orange pointer pen, and I think something will be much brighter. It'll be a new day. I've been saying, I think that's more of collective energy. And I don't know if you're dealing with a fire sign. I feel a fire and an air sign coming up here. But you could be any sign. It could be a water sign also. It could be an earth sign. But those are the signs that I get really. Fire I get, I mean, do you have great energy? It's a new day for you. A lot of energy, for the next 7 days you're getting prepared. But patience is required, okay, for something to come back into balance, Also reflect, also introspect and reflect, where you are, how you are, what's happening in your life. I think you're going to do that in the next 7 days, where you want to go, How do you want to balance things? If it's work or home, I feel it's balancing two things. Is it lover or job? Is it finances or home? Spending more time at work, or do you want a better life where you don't have to work? But I definitely get, you doing these you're doing all this thinking in your head somewhere, the next 7 days, which is important for your balance, and you need that patience. I also feel with the patience card, because it's so much white and it's, I feel that calming energy. I think you need to calm yourself down, because I get a lot of fire. So I just want you to be calm and patient and mature and quiet, and just think about what you're going to do. So I get all those words. Angel of strength. So that's what you would need. A lot of strength to put the situation in balance. I mean, something is not, I'm not going to say something's going out of balance, but yes, you're going to make a decision in your head. That's what's more important to you. With this pile, I get next 7 days. You have to see what you need to prioritize. Look at this, another decision. I told you it's a decision. It's a lot of thinking. What you want and what you want to let go. So a lot of times, like I say, when there's a validation to the thoughts that we already said by the spirit guides, it's very important, and we are on the right track, because this is you need all the strength to make the right decision. Okay, because like I said, you're doing a lot of thinking. What way should you go? Should you give up one thing, a good job, or spend more time with your loved ones, or something is, two things are pulling you apart. That's where the balance needs to be, because yes, the bigger message is what's pulling you apart is happening. I really feel that you are guided by spirit guides also, and I feel your loved ones who passed away are around you. And I don't know if you feel that or not, but I definitely feel that. And I also feel 5 number is a big important number for you, because 5 is will when you make a decision, 5 will bring a lot of change in your life. 5 is also about change, so I get a lot of 5 also with this one. And here, see here, 5, we've got 3 5s already. So 555, like I said, there is going to be a big shift. There's going to be a big change. I just noticed the 5, but definitely decisions on its way. Also, you will be. I want to use the word reuniting, because that's what I got. Reuniting with friends, reuniting with family, reuniting with people you haven't met. Maybe you're going to get together and celebrate something in the family or with friends. You met each other after a long time. There's something to celebrate, or probably a little news that you get next 7 days. You got to celebrate it with your friends. You want to share it. Okay, so money is looking good. Look at this. Your money is going to be good the next 4 days. This is money flowing in. There's opportunities flowing in. Maybe a good job, and good job is naturally equivalent to a good amount of money or better money, but a lot of money flowing in. And I feel you'll also be generous. Is it you throwing parties, you buying gifts for people, you showering them with gifts because you got money from somewhere. You'll get money from somewhere, and you want them to use this. And I mean, you'll give them money to spend, but yes, definitely feeling more generous next 7 days. And you holding your heart out and looking back. I mean, okay, the message that I get is very different here with this card today. You want to move ahead with someone, you want to move ahead. You're making an effort to move ahead, but you're still looking back. Look at this. I mean, it's like somebody had your heart, but there was a breakup, but you're still looking back with fond memories, and you miss the person, but you've also decided to move on. Maybe that's the indecision card. You're like still waiting for that person. You're still thinking that the person might come. You already know that there is a way opening up for you, because look at this. There is a future here. There is a future if you take any of the paths. But are you thinking that will that person come back, or should I wait for the person? Like, still hope, I would say. There is hope somewhere. Maybe that's what the patience card is. I mean, somebody's really tested your patience. Whatever situation you are in, somebody's been testing your patience, and the next 7 days you got to decide, you got to move ahead or not. Yes, you'll be nostalgic. Yes, it will be difficult for you to release, but I think you got to move on is what I get. Let's see what are the 2 love messages here for you next 7 days. What is the person saying? I'm just taking 2 because I wanted to take 2. You mean the world to me. This also came out, I think, in the second pile. Maybe I'll take 3 here. I'm confused right now. So indecision is actually everywhere. You confused right now what to do. Move ahead or not. I get move ahead or stay. I mean, that's the confusion I get. Could be a job, but this is because this one is love. So it could be that you want to move ahead or not. You make me happy. For some of you, that's the card, you make me happy. It could also be that should I move ahead? You did make me happy. I don't know why am I getting so much past here, that you did make me happy at some point of time. Should I move on? Will you change? Will you be like that? I mean, you did make me happy. So this is also wanting to move ahead and still, thinking of the times that you spend with each other. So those were the messages for you. Hope you enjoyed your reading. And I'll be back with another reading. Hope you enjoyed this quick reading. I think your messages are important to you. Maybe it will help you make a decision or whatever you want to plan for the next 7 days. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll be back with another reading. Bye.